The latest chapter from our ebook Food with Friends is all about family favourites, and this recipe is inspired by that. We need chicken, chorizo and runner beans for this pie. We're going to top it off with puff pastry, and then the sauce is super simple, it's just cream cheese. Okay, so everyone loves a pie, a family favourite. We're going to start with the chicken.
It is a family favourite, but these flavours in a pie I'm not used to.
I'd say pies are often very wintry. This is kind of summery flavours with runner beans and chorizo, so it's a summer puff pie. Okay, so 4 chicken breasts, chunk those up into thumb-sized pieces, and I'm going to peel and slice a bit of chorizo, and we'll fry both of them off in a pan.
Is this a family favourite of yours?
I think pies are in general. So like all these recipes in the cookbook chapter this week, which is family favourites, they are all classics with a sort of twist. So bangs and mash with a twist, a pie with a twist, shepherd's pie with a twist, lasagna's in there but with a twist.
Best lasagna I've ever had.
A summery lasagna, smoked salmon. Very, very simple, very, very tasty. It's something you can just bung a whole dish of it in the table and everyone can dig in. So chorizo and chicken going in. Tiny bit of oil to start it off. We want all of the oil to come out of the chorizo as well. Most pies have a base of onion, which takes a while to cook out and soften and go sweet.
It's not meant to be in here.
We're going to go with leeks because they are much, much sweeter and quicker and easier. So if you can just slice those up. While you do that, I'll talk. Because I'm going to talk about these. These are an absolute family favourite in my household, runner beans, because my dad used to grow them at the bottom of the garden. So for about a month every year, we used to have these coming out of our ears and used to have them with just about every meal, and then we wouldn't have them for 11 months. But I love runner beans. Summer, homegrown, perfect. Right, now the thing with leeks is obviously they're grown in the ground and they have little bits of mud and dirt. So at this point we need to wash them.
Texture.
So just, it is texture, it's nutritional value, but bung it into a little colander or a sieve and we can just run it under cold water.
So the idea of this chapter is to cook for your family. Give your mum and dad a break, take action, get in the kitchen and give it a go. They are so easy to do.
You did that?
I did a Yorkshire pudding for main and dessert.
Now that was a clever one in the book. 1 Yorkshire pudding batter, split in 2. The first course is Yorkshire pudding with mustard and sausages, total the whole, and the second course with fruit.
Now I'm overthinking, Bear's lost the plot again, but no, actually, this one really did work. It was a sweet batter, was it?
Yeah, sweet batter.
Sweet batter with plums inside of it and a bit of cream.
Nearly as good as the triple chocolate cheesecake that's also in that chapter. Right, the chicken and chorizo have had a head start, so they can now go into a bowl, like that. And in the same pan, we can now add in all of our washed leeks, so they get all that chorizo goodness, and they can start to sweeten and soften up. That'll only take a couple of minutes, and in the meantime, we can talk about our sauce.
Which is?
Cream cheese. So this is all about family favourites. Simple twists on classics that make it easier.
Okay.
And this twist is we're not even going to make a sauce, we're just going to bung cream cheese in there, and with all the chorizo flavours and bits and pieces, it's amazing. Okay.
Little insight to this chapter. When I shot the event
with your actual real family,
with my actual real family, my mum, my nan, my brother, my aunt, and my little cousin.
If you want to see his mum, check out the chapter.
No, don't. What I was trying to say was actually the hardest event to shoot in the entire book.
Well, only because you were involved with the cooking and the shooting.
Throughout. Yeah, I was the cook, I was the photographer, I was the stylist, I was the talent. What else?
For what?
Yeah, I just call myself talent. Wait, come back. That's not cool. That was interesting. Damn.
With the leeks softened, we now add everything else back in. So that's the chicken, the chorizo, and all of that chorizo oil.
Okay, why can we make a slow cooked hunter chicken for this video? Because I prefer that.
Because we're not making anything from the book. These are all brand new. This is the same theme, family favourites, but this recipe isn't in the book.
Yeah, but this one looks the best. Look, how sexy is that?
Our twist on chicken casserole.
It's such a good dish.
Cream cheese going in, and all of these beans, we're going in raw, and they'll just cook in the oven with all of that sauce. Season that with black pepper. We don't need too much because the chorizo's got that kind of peppery garlicness in there already, and then just enough to melt all of that cream cheese. How simple is that? All of our pie filling mix, super simple sauce, all going into our pie dish.
Ben, you're forgetting one major bit.
Which is the
lid.
Top, which we're going to do for very, very simple puff pastry. 2 options. Either roll it out, put it on top of our pie, and into the oven, bit of egg wash, 25 minutes, 200 degrees Celsius, or we're going to do them separate. So if we roll this out...
Why is that, Ben?
I think you get a crisper piece, plus you can then lift up the lid and see what's inside. So we're going to prick the pastry all over with a fork or a knife. It just gives it texture. It's a process of docking, but it's basically what it does is stop it from rising too much as a flat piece. Place it onto a tray, bit of egg wash so it goes nice and golden. And once the egg wash is on there, sprinkling of black pepper, that can go into the oven for about 15 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. And after 5 minutes, our pie can go in to warm all the way through so it both come out together. If you want to keep the pie really, really moist for the 10-15 minutes in the oven, just cover it with tin foil. Okay. Helpful tip. Not essential, but helpful. And then look at this, the perfect crisp pie top. Wow. Nothing soggy involved. And that goes on there. Nice jaunty angle so we can see inside.
Oh, inspired by our family favourite chapter from our book, Food with Friends. Download it now.
This is our chicken chorizo and runner bean puff pie. Sorted. Right, dig in and look at this. Now you've got the crunchy pastry.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, I'm gonna dive in. This looks incredible. Oh, okay, honestly, this wasn't a family favourite, but I think it might be now. This is special. My mum will love this. No, don't say anything.
I'm going to. That would be childish.
One thing I love about this is there's no sogginess to it at all.
Look, even this one, turn that over. Crisp all the way through.
And for more of these amazing recipes, you can go download the book. Do it now. And download this chapter. You can download any of the chapters for some amazing recipes.
And in this particular one, you get to see his mum.
Really? Seriously? That's
well worth.
Take that out.